Hey guys, it's Kim here to talk to you today about posting on Facebook. I'm going to talk specifically about Facebook because that's what I know really well. I know some people use Instagram, but that's just not my bag. So I'm not going to teach you guys about that because I can't say that I honestly know how to do that very well. So I'm going to go with Facebook. We're going to talk about quality posting and the concept of your Facebook page as your retail store and what you post being your billboard for what you're doing. So first of all, I would like to tell you guys that your retail outlet, if you'd like to call it that, is Facebook. All right, that's where people kind of figure out who you are, what you're about, what's going on, and why they should trust you. And the way I look at it is, would you ever not let somebody into a retail store? Would you be like, nah, you're not welcome? You would never do that because you want more people in your store because that's how you increase your sales, right? So you have to be very open and honest, and you got to mix it up a little bit on your Facebook page. Because when people become friends with you, the first thing they're going to do is go run through what's on your wall, and they're going to see all the things that are on your wall, and they're going to go, oh, well, I'm a mom also. Oh, and I have pets too. Oh, and she exercises? Well, that's interesting. What's the deal with that drink she keeps talking about? And maybe they'll follow you for a little while, and then all of a sudden they want to join you too. So that's what we're going to talk about. So like I said before, Facebook, you're going to use Facebook as your retail store, basically. And you need to be very careful about posting. It's important. You don't want to post a bunch of junk. I would say that generally sharing things is not really quality posting, okay? What you're trying to do is you're trying to either educate somebody, you're trying to entertain them, or you're trying to empower them, okay? Those are three different things that you can do with your posts on Facebook. So when you're getting ready to post something, no matter what it is, I want you to say to yourself, so what? Like, you're gonna post something, so what? Why is that interesting? Why do we care about that? Because I think that's really helpful for you to decide if it's worth posting or not. So I tried to also kind of run it through a little filter in my mind, just saying, am I helping people with this? Or am I adding value to somebody else's life by this post? And not every single one does. I mean, some can just be funny, but that is adding value. That's making somebody laugh. That's entertainment. And that's pretty important too. So you want to kind of run that through your mind, and I think a lot of people do a lot of sharing on Facebook, sharing other people's posts or sharing whatever, things from other websites or whatever. And that doesn't really show who you are. Really, it just shows that you're good at sharing things. So that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get people to know you better. So that said, what do you post on Facebook? I've got a lot of background noise in here today. I'm sorry, you guys. Life, it's happening in my house. What do you post on Facebook? 80% of your posts should be about who you are and your life so that people can get to know you and gain trust in you. The other 20% can be Beachbody. That leaves us with a 5-to-1 ratio, 5 to your life to 1 Beachbody post. So if you're posting 1 post a day, that means every 5 days you post a Beachbody post, all right? If you're posting twice a day, that means still every 5 posts. So if you post twice on Monday, twice on Tuesday, once on Wednesday, then the second post on Wednesday would be a Beachbody post, and that's okay to do. But you kind of need to keep that in mind because, again, people are going to go back and look at your wall, and they're going to see, if they see Beachbody, 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 they're like, oh, gosh, can't deal with it. But if they see life, haha, that's funny, ooh, that's helpful, Beachbody, oh, interesting, life, funny, helpful, Beachbody, they're going to be like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. So think about it that way. I think that's super important. The other thing I think that's important is when you do post a Beachbody post, you probably want it to be at a good time of day. I'm going to tell you a couple of times not to post on Beachbody stuff, at least, because it's just people just don't see them. And that would be, let's see, Saturday, anytime on Saturday, anytime after 12 noon on Friday, all day Saturday, and most of the day Sunday. Sunday night is a phenomenal time to post. Monday morning is even better. And as you go through the week, it actually gets worse. So Monday is the best. And then after that, like I said, it just gets worse. So Thursday's not a great day to post something about Beachbody, although sometimes it works. But I wouldn't really focus on that day. I'd focus on planning those for Sunday night, Monday morning. Sometimes Wednesday mornings are good. You can kind of figure that out, but that's statistically when the most people see your stuff on Facebook. So you want to try to, keep the stuff that you actually care about people seeing to those times. So that's important, and that's another quality thing. Let's see, what not to post. Well, let me do a different topic first. How often to post? That's totally up to you and your personality. And your people are going to see that. They're going to know, hey, I don't know what the deal with her is. All of a sudden she's posting 6 times a day. A little weird. But if you're already like a big time poster and you're kind of like Facebook is your reality show, which is fine, totally cool. People tend to gravitate towards that. So that's not a bad thing at all. And if that's the case, you're already doing it, that's fine. But, how often to post is totally up to your personality. I am generally a once a day poster. I have been since I've been active on Facebook. I actually got on Facebook, was on there for 1.5 years before I ever posted anything. But, now I'm a once a day poster, but occasionally I'll throw in a second post. And typically that's if my once a day post didn't get a lot of traction. I'll post later on in the day something else just to keep my affinity up. And Facebook is all about affinity. It really is. It's all about how much people see. And so there's lots of different things you can do to make Facebook have people see your stuff. And I'm going to tell you a couple of those tricks real quick. Number 1 is good lighting in your pictures. They don't like crappy lighting. And it's funny because it will actually push the affinity of the post down when you have bad lighting. So like the sun that's coming in right here, this would be bad for Facebook. They don't like that. They don't like yellow. They don't like dim. It's got to be nice, bright lighting. It didn't used to be like that, but it is now. And so the better lighting, the more your picture is going to show up, because Facebook wants Facebook to be pretty. So be careful about when you do post a picture, make sure that it's a decent picture. I can't find a place in my house that doesn't have this sun right now. I'm sorry, I've got tons of windows in my house and it's afternoon sunlight. But I would not post a picture with this sun on the side of my face because they don't like it and it doesn't get seen. What else? Not blurry, clearly. That's just a no-brainer. And then, you can post pictures of yourself in sunglasses and stuff like that. But generally, there's a lot of science out there, actually. It's in the psychological studies about how people don't trust people when they can't see their eyes. So it's super important to be able to see your eyes. And not in every post, whatever. I post pictures of me in sunglasses occasionally, but I don't really think about it a lot. I just generally don't have sunglasses on when I'm taking pictures of myself. So, it's better if you don't have glasses on. You can actually see your face. Your eyes are really important. And that's a trust thing. So those are important things to do. And remember to mix up your posts between something that's entertaining versus something that's educational, and something that might empower somebody, and kind of just work it in like that. They don't all have to be empowering. They don't all have to be educational. They don't all have to be entertaining. But, just kind of work it in. Like today, I posted a picture of my daughter and I sitting on the couch yesterday just having girl time. Like we weren't even doing anything. I think we had just finished watching a Brady Bunch. But, and I posted on Facebook. I said, hey, I loved my girl time yesterday. My boys were working and I had some girl time with my daughter and it was super fun. Nothing special, just fun. things like that. And that's not really doing either of those three things, but it is telling people a little bit more about me, that I'm a mom, that I enjoy spending time with my kids, and I have a daughter. So that's something that people can connect to, and that's important too, is you're trying to help people connect to you, and that's how they gain trust. So back to the one that I was talking about before, what not to post. I steer clear of, this is just me, I steer clear of controversial subjects because it just polarizes people. And while I definitely have very strong opinions about a lot of stuff, actually, Facebook's really not the place to do it. Like, let me give you an example. If you owned a retail store, like we do, actually, my husband and I own a bike shop, I would not stand in the bike shop and have somebody come in and go, guess who I'm voting for, and guess why your candidate isn't any good. I would never do that. Would you? So I just wouldn't do that. I think it's really important to not polarize people. And it's not like you're trying to be not yourself or to not let people into a certain part of your life, but I also think it's really important to not polarize people. There's Fozzie. Hey, Faz. You'll see a lot of him on my Facebook page because he's cute. But anyway, I don't post about religion, although I'm a super religious person myself. I have a Bible study that goes on in my house every Monday night, but it's just not a place to talk about it. I don't feel like that's, people, I think most people know I'm a Christian because I talk about church occasionally, but I just think it polarizes people again, and you don't want to alienate people away from your business. It's the same thing at the bike shop. Like, we don't have, stuff all over the bike shop that says that, we're strong Christians who, walk the walk. We just don't. We just do it. We lead by example. Depends on who you're talking to. I try to keep language to a minimum. I actually don't cuss a lot in my personal life, so I don't do it on Facebook either. But then there's coaches out there who are, lots of cuss words in their posts, and that's fine. It's just, I think sometimes it alienates people as well, and that's certainly not something we're trying to do. So I just think we need to be careful about that and tread lightly on certain things. I took a picture of myself with my ballot, actually, in the secrecy sleeve, of course. And I'm going to post it on Facebook probably tomorrow morning. Hey, guys, I voted. Not telling you who, though. It's a secrecy sleeve. And I'm not going to share that. That is nobody's business but mine. So, but the reason why I want to share it is for educational purposes. Get out there and vote. All right, there it is. So that's something that I do want to share. I just don't want to share who I voted for. And I said before, and I'll say this again, it's the quality is more important than the quantity. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who will post 6 or 7 times a day about, what they ate for breakfast, what they ate for lunch, this wine that they had, whatever, all day long, posting. And it's a lot of quantity, but the quality is maybe not so much there. So I personally try to focus on having one quality post a day. And sometimes it doesn't get traction, and that's when I'll post something else later on in the day. But that's what I focus on because I think it's important, and I think the quality is more important because, again, we are trying to add value to people's life. And if my post isn't adding value, what's the point? Although some of them are just cute. But anyway, so that's the nuts and bolts of quality posting and using Facebook as your sort of retail store and your billboard. There's a lot more training coming your way in regards to Facebook and social media, actually, as the weeks go on, but this is just kind of an introduction. And so I need a call to action for you guys, and I'm excited to share it with you. I would like for you guys to share a post that you've done that you think fits one of the 3 E's. And so all you do is you click on the post, and then up in the address bar, you can cut and paste that into a comment in our group, and then we can all go look at your posts and then sort of get ideas about what we can be posting about. And that's one of the cool things about being friends with coaches on Facebook is that, none of us expect everybody to develop all brand new everything all the time. And so it's fun to be friends with coaches on Facebook, because you can go look at their posts and go, I could do something cool like that. And you can actually do a riff on one of their posts, and that's fun to do. So that is my my call to action for you, is to find a post or do one that you think is either educational, entertaining, or empowering to people, and share that in our group. And then we can all go look at them. So that'll be fun. And thanks again for listening, you guys. You're doing great. Have an awesome day.